Well, if the Prime Minister's speech last year to the ALP National Conference will be remembered as the We Are Us speech, this will be remembered as the speech of great nothingness. It was a speech that contained nothing of any substance. It was drivel, and unfortunately the Australian people would have been expecting a great deal better. When the Australian people are struggling with cost of living pressures, dealing with the carbon tax, concerned about our open border policy the government is presiding over, they expected a lot more from the Prime Minister than reminding the party faithful that Labor is a cause, not a brand. I think when you get to the point that you have to remind your colleagues that they are not a brand, then you are in deep political trouble. The Prime Minister managed to avoid the one subject that everyone else in the Labor Party has been talking about for the last week. Even Tony Burke joined the conga line of ministers heaping abuse on the Greens this morning on television, and yet the Prime Minister managed to get through an entire address without dealing with the issue of the Labor Party's relationship with the Greens. The Prime Minister can't have it both ways. She can't be in alliance with the Greens in Canberra and breaking with the Greens everywhere else. The public have a right to know where the Prime Minister stands on the issue of the alliance with the Greens. They have a right to know where she stands on the issue of the preferences with the Labor Party and the Greens at the next election. She entirely failed the leadership test today. She squibbed it. She had a choice. She could either stand up for the Labor movement or stand with the Greens. She chose to do neither. She isn't a leader's bootlace, and that is why half a dozen of her senior colleagues think they would do a better job than she would. And is it any wonder, given today's speech to the ALP conference, which completely failed to address the issue that everybody in the Labor Party wants to know about, and that is, will they be continuing their close relationship with the Greens, or will they be breaking with the Greens? I think the answer is the Prime Minister has so little authority, she was incapable of answering that question today.